again. Today was a great day. And you have to really push people when you have good days and tell people you had good days. I did 3 different jobs today. The first lady, I'm ready to get her basin sprayed tomorrow, and she's excited to paint it. And so I get the ceiling in and the flooring in. Now I guess I'm installing the flooring too. It's always get a surprise when you're a contractor. But that one, I did another one, touch-up job for a lady that I did a lot of work for, and she's tickled pink. And then I went and looked at a roof today. She has a leaking problem. They had somebody else do it a year ago, and she isn't happy, and so she called me. Very fortunate. So we did a lot of talking, and I know this lady very well. Actually, her husband married my daughter and her son-in-law, and my son-in-law. What a beautiful lady. This lady has so many inspiring things. But she said so many good things to me today. We're talking about her husband, which he passed a year ago. And when I was planning on getting married, I was really wanting him to do it because he has a special way of promoting a message. And that's what I want to do. And we talked about Dawn. We talked about how she's doing, everything else. And then she said something to me that, everybody wants to hear. And this is what you have to live for rather than live to, if that makes sense. Her husband left a legacy of how he treated people and how he ministered people and everything else. Wonderful man. He wasn't a pusher. He was a person that made you think. Awesome man. Awesome. I mean, I love talking to him. As many times as I talked to him. And she looked at me and I said, I want people to really remember him for what he does or has done. And she looked at me, she says, Craig, she goes, look at your kids. Look at that special bond they have. Your son-in-law has been raised by great people. And you raised Kelsey, you and your ex-wife. Look at that. Look at what you did, and look at how they complement each other. Look at how they do things together. They garden, they go hunting, they support that family. And honestly, God, if something happened to the world, those two would survive. And they survive with love. That is something that isn't. I mean, people say they do. They really, really do. But if you would see it, oh my God, my hair is getting gray. Anyway, if you'd really see it in action, it makes you proud. It really does. So, it's not about being arrogant or you want praise, nothing else like that. It's called living your best life. And if you live your best life and make people happy, and you're not going to make everybody happy, by no means, and be confident, everything else, you will leave a legacy for yourself. And if you don't care about that, that's up to you. But when people talk good about you because you did things for them, that's awesome. Don't ever look for it. Don't do things for people to get that attention. Do it because it comes from here, right here. Here I got my lumberyard, my favorite lumberyard in the world shirt on again. Just keep pushing along. I mean, every day is sometimes a struggle for people. It really is. But always remember, these are my main goals. Always, and I didn't succeed with all of them, but I will. Kids. Said that wrong. Relationships. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you and her, or him and you, okay, you get the drift, are number one. Kids are number two. And I'm going to get a lot of grief for that. A lot of grief. But it's true. If you want to make that work, that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, sometimes one overlaps the other, when we all know that. But remember that. If you two don't put each other first, you will never, ever be truly happy. You might be together. You might last. But you have to take that time. You have to have date night. You have to have time just to giggle at each other. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. I love farming, and I watch a lot of them, and I'll promote some of them eventually here, but I've been watching a numerous amount of them lately, and I get a kick out of how people do things because this day and age, everybody is so negative. People are not defending, I keep using that word. People are promoting farming. These people are trying to promote their farms because there's so many people that are saying, this is mean to animals, this is mean to this, or this is not right, these chemicals are not right, or not using chemicals isn't right. We all need to eat. We all need to survive. I grew up as a farmer. I know what it's like. I know how hard it is. I know the struggles, the money. Everybody thinks, farmers get all kind of government aid. They don't. You don't know what it's like to go, and this is what I was watching today when I got home from work. This tractor costs $350,000 to do the work they need to do. How many of you have to spend $350,000 to do things to make your money? No. Instead, you guys go buy a $350,000 house and complain you can't make the payments. So, honest to God, be happy with people that are feeding us. Be happy with your employer, everything else. Some of this might get edited because I'm rambling. But I really enjoy this. I really do. Today was a great day. It really was, So keep doing your best. Get up in the morning and say, hey, today's gonna be a great day. Look at yourself in the mirror when you get out of the shower and say, hey, I'm beautiful. Or, God dang it, you're hot. The only person that's gonna toot your own horn is yourself. Yeah, it sounds silly, but after a while, you'll feel good. Later.